everyone. Today I am going to teach you about the AWS and specifically the machine learning capabilities that comes along with AWS. If you can see my screen, here I have shown you Amazon SageMaker, Amazon Comprehend and Amazon Forecast. These are three most important machine learning capabilities being provided by Amazon Web Services. However, if you are interested, you can scroll down and you can reach till this section of machine learning, and here you can see that there are a lot of other capabilities which are being provided by Amazon for doing the machine learning. Even if you want, you can explore the deep lens and deep racer. These are specifically for deep learning and are wonderful for self-driving car. So let's start with Amazon SageMaker. So once you click on the Amazon SageMaker, you will land onto this page. Here, it simply tells you about how you can use Amazon SageMaker, like you can build your machine learning models, you can train them, and finally, the biggest solution they provide is to deploy them on the cloud. So let's go ahead. To start with, you have to first click on the Amazon SageMaker Studio. So this is how the Amazon SageMaker Studio looks like. Here you will be provided with certain users by default, but if you want, you can add multiple users who have the access to your SageMaker Studio. Since I already have the user setup, I can open the SageMaker Studio. It will take some time for the SageMaker Studio to start. When it starts, actually, it opens up the Jupyter Lab for me. Most of you must be aware about the Jupyter Notebooks and Jupyter Lab, guys, right? So if you see, it's still starting one of the new Jupyter Lab for me. Okay. So when you land onto the Jupyter SageMaker Studio, here there are multiple options that you can see. The first one is if you want to build your model from scratch, you can do that. If you already have a model that you simply want to deploy on the cloud, that option is also available. And they have recently added the Auto ML option also. We can talk about that in the next video. So guys, you can come to the launcher section. Here if you see, there are multiple options, like if you want to do data science or you want to do MXNet based deep learning or PyTorch, TensorFlow. Accordingly, you can select the EC2 instances and the costing will be based on that particular machine type, whether it's CPU, GPU. So guys, I am selecting the data science and then clicking on the Jupyter Notebook Python 3. As soon as I click onto this option, you can see that it's starting me a new .ipynb console, which is a interactive Python notebook. Here I can do the machine learning coding. I can build my own models and deploy them. I have already written a Python notebook for you guys, so you can simply have a look at this. Yeah. So guys, here if you look, I have already created a project for you to give you a basic demo. So once you start any notebook, it takes some time for the Python kernel to start. Once it starts, it shows you the configuration that is selected for you on the Amazon EC2 instance. So here I have selected two CPUs with 4 GB RAM. If you want to change, you can select it, but remember that there will be costing associated with each of these machine types that Amazon provides you. Okay guys, so to start with, I'm just looking at what is the current working directory for me on the EC2 machine. So it's pointing to the root directory. And now using the site package, I simply want to check where all the Python packages are installed for me. So this is actually using an Anaconda instance at the backend, because you can see it's a Conda library path, guys. Good. Now here I am trying to show you that I am using sklearn library, and from their datasets I am just loading the iris dataset. This iris dataset I am simply converting into a data frame using the pandas library. So if you see guys, here I have loaded the data from the sklearn datasets, and here you can see that I have sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. This is the data which I can, and further if you see, this data is having 150 rows and 4 columns. And now what I can do is I can further split this data into train and test data and apply the machine learning models like decision tree and linear regression. I can show you that in the next video.